All right, in this video, I have a new pair of Adidas sneakers that looks very, very familiar to other models that we know from the brand. And this is the shoe. It's called the OZTRAL. Interesting because it looks very, very much like the Ozweegos. So I wanted to kind of look at these, kind of compare them to the Ozweegos a little bit, even though I don't have a pair of Ozweegos right in front of me. But if you've been interested in the OZTRALs, hopefully this detailed video will show you guys the shoes up close, on feet and whatnot. And let's go ahead and jump right in. So these actually retail at $130, and it says experimental sneakers made in part with recycled materials. In the late 90s, style had no limits. These Adidas shoes don't either. They're based on the unapologetic attitude of the past and made for the experimental horizon of the future. Mesh and TPU combined to add edgy energy to the upper. Adiprene and Adiprene Plus cushioning feel like comfort, pure and simple. TPU cage, mesh upper, lace enclosure, textile lining, EVA midsole, Adiprene, Adiprene Plus cushioning, rubber outsole, minimum of 50% recycled content on the product. So retail on these are $130. That's $10 more than the Ozweegos. $120, $130 is not a terrible price point. However, a lot of times you can get these or the Ozweegos or the Azaleas. You can get them on sale for like 50, 60 bucks. I will link them in the description if you guys are interested in seeing if there's any available for that price point. But sometimes they're included in the discount codes as well as being on sale. So they're double stacked. So you can get them for a pretty nice price. These ones I posted for $65 the other week. They were randomly new and on sale. Hopefully some of you guys swooped them from that. I'm sure some of you guys wanted to see a review first. I'll tell you guys first thing off the bat, you put them on, they're comfortable. Like it's the same thing as the Azaleas. It's the same thing as the Ozweegos. You have an Adiprene and Adiprene Plus midsole. It's soft, it's comfortable, but it's not crazy squishy underfoot. And a lot of people really like the way the Ozweegos feel. Some people don't like things that are extra squishy underfoot. They want some sort of firm balance there. And this one definitely delivers that in a really reasonable package. You do have some overlays on this pair similar to the Ozweegos. There's a couple differences between the two, but I'll tell you guys right now, the chassis of this thing, the outsole as well as the midsole are exactly the same as the Ozweegos. So they built the foundation off of the Ozweego model, and then the upper is where there's a little bit of variation. And I kind of like that they did that. They wanted to make some tweaks to the upper, make it a little bit more modernized or just a little bit different, and then they call it something else, the OZTRAL instead of the Ozweego. And the Ozweego line's pretty deep. I've covered at least 4 or 5 different models from the Azaleas and the Oznovas. There's just a bunch of different Oz sneakers on the market, and this is more or less the latest and greatest version of those. But I do like that they stayed true to the roots with the midsole, outsole. Then for the upper, you do get a little bit of changes. One thing I like is you have that kind of ribbed like look on the back of the shoe here. It's a little bit puffy, and then you have a nylon strap that comes across the heel tab of the shoe for extra little support there. This colorway is really simple, obviously a triple black colorway. However, there are a couple little accents in that neon green that just give it a little bit of pop. And honestly, it's a small couple little plastic parts and then the logos on the tongue. That's pretty much the only color you get, but it's enough to give it a little bit of a pop and not make it just an all black shoe. You have a nice comfortable liner in the shoe as well. And then for the tongue, it almost looks like a trefoil logo right here because there's like little 3 peaks to the tongue, but then you have a lot of nice cushioning for the tongue as well. The front section's where they change it up quite a bit. You can see there's a little bit of an arc design that is encased in rubber that goes down and around underneath the tongue of the shoe, but then you do have a mesh underneath that is pretty significant, at least on the medial side of the shoe. You do have a little toe guard on the shoe. It looks like fake leather, to be honest. I don't think that's actually leather, but you don't have as many layers as like the Ozweegos. The lacing system's kind of integrated in the middle of the shoe versus the Ozweegos that have more of the traditional style lacing. Also, you don't have any side panels or anything like that on the sides of the shoe. So they kind of changed the design with that a little bit. I think if you see other colorways, it's probably more pronounced than on this one. Overall fit, I would say, is true to size on these. I do like the way they fit because they are a little bit wider. It's not so extremely wide like sometimes you buy like a wide foot shoe. Like I have the Pegasus 40 that I got in wide and it's just too wide. Like this is not too wide, but it's wide enough that I feel really comfortable in it. Honestly, I'm a fan of the Ozweego line in general. I feel like they've done a great job with all the different iterations of the Ozweegos in general, and I do like the fact that they are constantly sort of evolving that line. Also, it's a really big plus for people that are interested in the models and you guys like these as well. Like when they drop on sale, it's a really decent pair of sneakers for the price point. And I like that they have something that can be somewhat affordable for people that don't want to spend $100 on a pair of shoes. They will drop under that $100 price point again. And again, I'll link them in the description once they do. But leave a comment in the comment section. What do you guys think about the OZTRALs? Is it something you guys are interested in or not? Do you like other colorways that they have available on their website? This is the one I got. However, I feel like there are probably other ones that are really nice. And full disclosure, I did get these from Adidas. I reached out and actually asked for this one specifically specifically because I saw them on the website, and I was like, hey, you got another Oz sneaker. It looks kind of like the Ozweegos. Can I get a pair of those? And they graciously sent them over. So big thank you to Adidas for sending these over. And also just to note, they don't dictate anything I say in the videos. Like, they don't even get a preview anything. So it's fun for me because I'm able to keep it more authentic that way. And I do value their partnership because of it. Anyway, so hope you guys have a good rest of the day out there. And again, if you guys are interested in buying these, the link in the description. If you guys do use my links, it lets Adidas know, as well as give me a little bit of a financial kickback as well. It's always greatly appreciated that you guys help support the channel in any way, shape, or form that you can. So subscribe, hit that notification bell, like the video if you like it, and then if you make the purchase, use my links. Have a good rest of the day, though. Thank you guys for stopping by and watching, and hopefully we'll see you back on my channel for some more videos. All right, peace, guys.